Engine fires, camera set, spinning tires. Where are we heading today? Tune in with me and have your say. Driving life, I'm alive, heading through the countryside. Hang with me from mountain to sea. I'll show you where you'd rather be. Driving my car, bring you along, having a chat, a laugh and a song, having such fun, but soon we are done. It won't be long when we'll be at it again. Driving life, I'm alive, heading through the countryside. Hang with me from mountain to sea. I'll show you where you'd rather be. Driving life, I'm alive, heading through the countryside. Hang with me from mountain to sea. I'll show you where you'd rather be. Driving life.
Wow, it is hot. It is so hot right now. I'm literally raining sweat. It is crazy. Hey team, how are we? Just back in the workshop. I need to pull the Falcon in. I just been changing some the radiator water. So we're going to add some coolant and then put the fan back on and stuff like that. And then I'm almost ready to go. And then we'll head up the coast to where I'm staying tonight. And then tomorrow will be Australia Day, and we'll take the Falcon out. It's the most Australian car that I own, so why not? Before we head on, a few things. G'day Junior, how are you, mate? And Joe, good to see you there too. What's going on? Just reading messages, reading what's going on. Well, let's work on the Falcon. Let me know if you can hear the background music. It's my music, but anyway. All right, I'm going to grab the Falcon. I'll be back. Might even switch. I think I can hit this button. How about we go there? Oh, you probably can still hear me. Oh yeah, I got a microphone, haven't I? Oh, good stuff. All right, what do we need to do? I just need to... That's right, there's no water. So the bottom radiator hose is off. And there's no fan on it at the moment, but I do have all the pulleys working, alternator works. All right, might. Just trying to think. No, I should be right. I might just bring it in a little bit more. Silly me. All right, there we go. That should be fine. Oh, go. How's that? Let's put the bonnet up. That looks like it's in camera zone. Good stuff. I don't want this. I can't wear this hat. It's too hot at the moment. I'll wear it tomorrow. How Australian is that Walkabout Creek Hotel hat? That's pretty Australian. Oh, I should be wearing a singlet. Pair of minis, yeah, there's a couple of minis there, mate, and they definitely need some working on. The engine in that one blew a head gasket and is sitting down there on the floor. So I pulled the engine out of this one to put in that one. Crazy stuff. All right. What else? Well, really, I just need to put the bottom radiator hose back on, which is done. All right. So I'm hoping for about 3 hours this afternoon between getting this ready and then driving up to the sunny coast to Budrum, where I'm staying. Hey, Junior, are you back at home yet, or are you still up here? What are you doing? Oh, hang on, did you just answer me at the same time that I asked? Is that what just happened? I asked you and you answered at the same time. Oh, it's so hot in here. It's so hot in here right now. Oh, back in the old steak and kidney. Yeah, oh look, I just don't have any airflow in the shed here, but I don't want to be in the sun either. Let's see, I'll take you for a walk. Camera, let's see how far we can go. Can we see in there? So, new water pump is the grey in there. So, I don't have a fan on at the moment. I've just got the fan pulley to hook up the alternator. So, obviously, I could test to make sure that otherwise, like if you didn't have the fan belt on, the water pump doesn't work. Therefore, you can't tell if it's working properly. Right, you got home on Friday? All right, so I will use a bigger screwdriver. Is this a screwdriver? I got a funny story about a screwdriver. So, outside, I've got an L700 Daihatsu. They come in two styles, the Kiore and the Handy. And I got the Handy, which means no back seats or anything. It's literal, I don't know, can you see it? No, you can't see it, but it's just outside. Anyway, I was on eBay and I saw one come up and it said that it had a knock in the top end and it had a slipping fan belt and I'll tighten all of these actually. Yeah, so it had a slipping fan belt and a knock in the top end. It had $300 on it. That was the starting offer, and so I bid on it, and I won it. So the problem is it was in Canberra, so I had to drive down with a car trailer to go and get this little car. And when I got there, I drove all day, got to Canberra. The lady that I bought it off for $300, she loaded it on the car. It had just run out of rego, so she loaded it on the trailer. She loaded it onto the trailer. I put the ramps down. By the time I put the second ramp down, where am I? This camera. By the time look how sweaty it is, how hot it is. By the time I put the second ramp down, she just went and drove it straight on the trailer, nailed it, and I was like, hey, thanks, and I just put it on and everything, and it wasn't real enough time to hear any engine knocking or anything like that, right? So I then drove back to Brisbane. I got back to Sydney, and then I overnighted in Sydney, slept a few hours, and then I kept driving, got back to Brisbane. So it was a 2-day trip, and I need a particular, I think it's over here, spanner. Anyway, so next morning I'm at my friend's place. Hey, Jacob, how are you, buddy? Good to see you here, mate. Just just talking about a screwdriver. I'll tell you. So I get the car. I get home late at night on the second night to my friend's place, which is where I stored the car in Greenbank in the south area of Brizzy there, and so I went straight to bed. I was tired. I was very tired. So next morning, I get up. I start the car and it starts fine. It starts and runs fine, but I do hear a little bit of a knock in the top end. And as I'm letting the car warm up, I'm undoing all the straps so I can unload it. It was automatic too, that one. Anyway, this rattle's getting louder and louder, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I pop the bonnet, and I already own an L700, so I know what I'm looking at. Anyway, I pop the bonnet, I'm looking in there, and I'm going, where is that noise coming from? And there was, it was a knock in the top end. Anyway, there was a bit of an air runner up on top of the engine. And I look over the top of it and I see something down the back. And I reach over and I pull out, not this screwdriver, but a screwdriver as big as this was sitting on top of the rocker cover of the little 1 litre engine. And that's what was knocking. It was amazing. Not only did I get a car for $300, I got a screwdriver. And then when I backtrack and I kind of work it out, this is what it seems. The alternator, and the same with this car, there's no tensioner pulley, there's no tensioner. You've got to tension them by tightening up the alternator, which is what I'm about to do on this once I get the fan on, and the shroud and everything. And so what I think is that a mechanic has got the screwdriver ready to jimmy it up to tighten up the alternator, and forgotten all about it, put the screwdriver down, and that was it. I don't know how you forget to do the job. So not only was there no engine knock, except for the screwdriver sitting on top, but I used that screwdriver to tighten up the alternator, and then there wasn't any squealing alternator belt as well. There was nothing wrong with that car, and I ended up selling it. I modified it a little bit first, and then I sold it. And as far as I'm aware, the guy I sold it to still has it. That's at least 5-6 years ago. So anyway, that's how that happened. That was pretty funny. All right. There we go. Who else? Oh, John from Canada's there. G'day, John. Hope you're still there, mate. Anyway. Oh, right. So I've just loosened these 4 bolts off that hold the... So they hold the alternator pulley on and also the fan. All with these 4 bolts. It's kind of like they do 2 things at once. So, which way am I going? This way? Loosen, 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 don't tighten. All right, and the thing is, you kind of got to pull it all. You can't just pull the bolts out because it gets the radiators in the way. So you got to loosen all the bolts off. And I'll show you. Oh, I'm just dripping sweat. It's not like this car's not already rusty enough. Oh, good to hear from you, John. What? Yeah, I was going to say what? It's like late at night in Canada at the moment. I think this is the same spanner. Yes, it is. So loosen the alternator bracket, the adjuster bolt. Yeah, John, I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm hot. It's hot here. It's like I don't even know what the exact temperature is, but it is. There's no airflow in my shed, and so it's hot. All right. Fan belt, literally fan belt. Most new cars don't have fan belts anymore, but this still does. Proper fan belt. All right. So now there's an extension piece with the 4 bolts, and I'll show you how that works. There's the fan. And I do want to put a thermo fan on this car for sure, but I'll just put it back to the way it was. So yeah, that will bolt onto there. So all these bolts will come out, that will go on, and I'll whoop, make that happen. Probably do that now. That there, that there. Oh, too easy, too easy. Too easy, Campese. Old school Aussies will know what too easy, Campese means. All right, so there's the fan with the extension piece and the 4 bolts. So we'll leave that there for now. You know what? I think I'm gonna get a towel. I'm just gonna have to keep wiping this sweat off. I'm so hot right now. I'm so hot right now. I think I'll use this one. Whew. Anyway, it's going to be a hot day tomorrow, so let's just say I'm acclimatising. All right, yeah, I knew it was late I knew it was late in Canada, John, so take care, mate. I'll be streaming from earlier tomorrow morning, so it'll be like, I don't know, it'll be daytime when I start streaming tomorrow for Australia Day. So hopefully I might catch you tomorrow. I'll be doing a lot more. Today is about 3 hours worth. Tomorrow, I don't know yet. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just celebrating Australia Day in my Aussie-built Falcon. All right. Sprint car talk in the chat there, nice. All right, so this is just sitting there as well. So that's the pulley, which is good. Right, so I can't put the fan on with the shroud on. Yeah, I'll be driving tomorrow. Whoops, whoops. Oh. Sprint cars, I haven't. Hey, Maxie. Oh, you know what I've just done? I just dropped a bolt into the engine bay, and guess what? It didn't land on the ground. Oh, that's the worst. I'm going to grab my phone. That's the worst. Where did it go? Found it. Whew. There's not a lot in this car, so it's pretty easy. It's either going to fall all the way onto the ground or I'm going to see where it is. Anyway, let's all welcome the super moderator, Maxi. Right, so fan shroud. I have to kind of put this and the fan in at the same time. So let's see how we go. All right. right, so that's where the shroud's going to go. Yep, that's spot on. That's where the shroud bolts will go. There and there. That's locked in at the bottom in the tabs. So, belt, because that's going to be a bit trickier. So I'll set that there. I'll just put one of the bolt holes at the top. There we go. So these bolts should line up. Whew. Hey, can you hear? I know I asked before. I didn't see an answer. Can you hear the background music, Maxi? Or is he gone already? Oh, was he in and out? He's gone already. Oh. I'll tell you what, it's going to be all windows down. All windows down in the Falcon driving up the coast this RV. I'm hoping to get up to where I'm staying at just on dark, just before the light gets too dark. All right. Oh, cool. Well, I didn't want it to be too loud, Jacob. And I got no copyright issues because it's my music, but it's playing up on the TV. I got my TV up there. Anyway. Just playing my own music in the background because I like my own music. It's fun. No, I'm playing it mainly because I can play background music and not get done for copyright. Alrighty. Now let's see that I've done this the right way. Oh yeah, baby. Come down here. Come on, fan. Come on, fan. Obviously, the one thing you don't want to do is stick fan blades into the radiator. Hello. Oh. Okay, I think I'm pretty much there. I'm just going to put these bolts into the shroud. At the moment, so that holds the shroud out of the way. That's that one. Put them all in loose to start with so they all sit in the right spot. Oh, there's a bit of breeze just came through the garage door. Come on, bolt number 2. So, oh, hang on. Did I bring my bag there? Oh yeah, I did put it in the car. So, what I'm talking to myself about was I was pretty sure, as that bolt goes in, I packed my clothes that I need for tomorrow and everything, and put them in the car ready, so I don't have to muck around too much. There'll be a little bit of setting up the car, like moving the camera to the car and stuff like that. When we prep it to go. And then drop the roller door, turn the telly off, and make our way up the coast. I don't know if I've got enough fuel to get all the way up the coast. I'll also have to, I'm going to take the Starlink. Let's go have a look. If I put the Starlink on the back parcel shelf, oh yeah, it'll probably just work. The windows on these older cars are a lot more upright than the newer cars. Newer cars are a lot more streamlined, and the back and front windows have a lot more slope, and you've got a lot more vision up through a back window on the parcel shelf, like in the Lexus. And the little Mercedes on, but that's a hatchback, so that's of course. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Hog the right lane, they cannot share. Ranger driver, we cannot bear. This song should be number 1. Do you even dare? The Lambo driver can't compare. Drivers think they're great and the rest they love to hate. Watch them drive like idiots. causing lots of accidents. Oh, I've nailed this. Woohoo! This is good, team. I've got this. I've lined the bolts. Everything's lined up. I've already got thread on the first bolt. Second bolt. What world are we living in when a car's IQ is higher than the moron behind the Raptor wheel? Maybe a Tesla owner as well. Oh. What's everyone's plans for tomorrow? Jacob, Junior, Joe. It's all the J's. Watch them drive like idiots, causing lots of accidents. On our roads they are a curse. Ranger drivers are the worst. Watch them drive like idiots. I have finger tightened all 4 of these bolts. Oh, you're gonna watch Driving Live Australia and play PS4 at the same time, Jacob. That is, oh well, I don't want to use that one. I bought a towel over here. Bought a towel over here just for this. I don't blame you staying in the aircon. I am mad. This is how Australian I am. The one car I have, well, I got a couple of cars without aircon, right? But the one car that has no air conditioning and no power steering and doesn't have power windows either. So it's not like I can just lower and raise the windows when I'm driving. But it's the most Aussie car that I have, and I'm going to drive it all day tomorrow because that's what being Australian's all about, isn't it? Oh yeah, playing cricket on PS4. Hey, that's pretty Aussie. That's pretty bloody Australian, mate. All right, let's see. Let's make sure. Right, that fan. Now, this is an extraction fan, so it spins this way. Oh, yeah. Now, to be honest, I'm going to actually now undo. You know what? Undo these bolts. Move the shroud. I can tighten up the fan belts. The fan bolts. I'm going to tighten it up first. So I'm going to put the belt on the harmonic balancer. Let's go. I might go alternator next. That's alternator, and then onto the, there we go. All right, fan belt is on. Now, the important thing is to make sure that I've tensioned the alternator with the belt. The last thing I want is to floor it and hear belt squeal. And there's, oh yeah, that's pretty good right there. Oh yeah. All right, where'd that spanner? So there's 2 bolts holding this alternator on. So So I'll tighten up the adjuster bolt first, and then I'll tighten up the main bolt. Oh, is that tight enough? I don't know. I think it could be a little tighter. Your birthday's coming up soon, Jacob. That's cool. What are you going to get for a present? What are you going to get for a present? Oh, Valentine's Day. Your birthday's on Valentine's Day. Oh, well, that's nice, isn't it? Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's see if I can actually use the, not a lot of space down there for my arm. Oh, it's not a small engine. Oh, I can use the ratchet. Wrong way. No, wrong way. All right, that's tight. That's good. That's a good tightness. That is a good tightness. All right. Beautiful. All right, that's that one. And then the main bolt, the big one, it is it's a different size. I think it's 17. Actually, you know what? Why do I think it's 16? I'm going to try the 17. Why do I think it's 16? Because the 17's super loose. Oh, so loose. Where is the 16? What's that one? Oh, guess what I just found? The 16. 16's not a very common size. Goes up like 10, because everyone's missing a 10. 12. 13 gets used a fair bit for some reason. I think Japanese like 13. And then 14 gets used quite a lot. Not really 15, not really 16. 17 gets used a lot. 18, not much. And then 19 gets used heaps. 20, not much. 21 gets used heaps. Wheel nuts. Wheel nuts are usually 17, 19, or 21. So, is that right? 17, 19, 21. All right, so. Yep, definitely 16. Shame I don't have a 16 in a ratchet. But that's okay. Just because the top radiator hose is in the way here. So this water pump, I needed to block off a couple of holes, which I had a blocking cap and an Allen key blocking cap for one hole. But the other one, it was like a heater hose outlet spigot. So I ended up putting a rubber hose stopper thingy, whatever they're called. They're just like a cap. That's what it is, a cap, a rubber cap. So, and hose clamp. So I had to buy, I've got a few floating around in my toolbox and what have you, but I didn't have the right size, so I had to go and buy that. So hence, this is actually part 3 of fixing the water pump on the Falcon on the live stream, but I'm incorporating this one with the test drive / driving up to the sunny coast. I tell you what, I'm looking forward to hitting on the road, I tell you that. I'm putting this towel down here. I'm raining sweat all over the car here. It's like just splashing. Splashing. All right, this is nearly tight. So playing cricket on the Xbox in the aircon. That's Australian. That's very Australian. Oh, yep, that's good. That's nice and tight. That belt is spot on. I torqued all the bolts up for the water pump. That's good. Oh, I reconnected the temp sense for the temp gauge in for the dashboard because I ran it up. I ran it up yesterday to make sure that there was no leaks and cycle. So I'll explain what I did when I thought the problem was the gasket. I went and bought a new gasket, which cost me $8. It wasn't much. And gasket goo. And I put it all together, and then I filled it full of coolant, only then to find that I had a leak. So this time, I learnt from my mistake, because that's what you do. You learn from your mistakes, or you learn from other people's mistakes. Learned from my mistake, so I didn't fill it up and test it with coolant this time. I did water. So and no leaks. So I've dumped the water just before, and I'm going to fill it full of coolant this time, and hopefully the coolant makes a difference over the water. All right, so now that the shroud is pushed back a little bit, I can tighten up, with the ratchet. I can tighten up the fan belt bolts through down here. Oh yeah, heaps of room now. Oh yeah. I haven't really played this song. Actually, no, I haven't played this song. Need AC in the shop, like Woody. Do you mean Woody from oh crap, what's his channel called? I know, I subscribed to him. I met him. Did you see I met him end of last year? Something Garage? Skid Factory. I remembered before you typed it in. Does he have aircon in his garage? I've got aircon upstairs, and by rights, I could open the door and have it flow down in here, but one, it would only make a little bit of difference. Well, it'd make no difference because I got the garage door open because the back end of the Falcon's sitting outside. So compared to the last two times I've streamed, the car's facing 180 degrees the opposite way and has its butt hanging out the door. And I parked the Lexus in where the Falcon was parked because it's I've driven it around a little bit over the last week or so, and I can only just hear Gertrude talking from here. So just say Woody's brother's an electrician and installed the air conditioning in his workshop for him. I haven't watched him for a little bit. I feel terrible. Oh. All right. Let's see how tight everything is. All right, that's tight. That's tight. That's tight. Go in the distance. Yes, if you haven't heard this song, because I haven't played it on this channel, Going the Distance. It's like a 4-part song. I made like 4 parts to it, 4 versions, and I've kind of stuck them together the best that I could. I could get a sound engineer to do it a bit better for me, which I might do. But if you want to hear any of these tracks, if you go over to DJ Drive, DJ space Drive on YouTube, all the songs are there. So feel free to play them as a playlist. Add them to your favourites and stuff like that, because obviously it helps me. It's like a second channel. I just wanted a different, separate channel for the music, because I do plan on making more music for the channel. It just seems to be one of the better ways to have music for this channel without any copyright issues. I mean, we've got the technology. I've had the argument a couple of times with people who don't agree with AI music, and I don't claim, okay, it's my music because I own it, but I'm not claimed to be a song would be lyrics plus music equals song. You can obviously have songs with no music, and you can obviously have music with no lyrics, and they're still songs. But a friend of mine who doesn't like AI being used for this, because she says it takes away, me making music on AI means that I'm not paying a proper artist, a proper musician, to have them make the music for me. Now, okay, fair enough, but I'm paying like $1 a song. I write my own lyrics and I use AI, and it's costing me like $1 a song to pay for the program, right? So at this point in time, you tell me an artist is going to make me, like artists are going to be charging hundreds or thousands of dollars and want royalties or stuff like that, right? Nah, I don't have to deal with that. So, all right, just double check. The bottom of the shroud is in position. The top is in position. I just need to, is it an 8? Was it an 8 mil? Was it 10? Was it 10 mil for these? No, it's 8. Look at that. Tighten these up. Is that 8 millimeter? 8 millimeter. Obviously, 8 millimeter is quite popular size for the small bolts. Oh yeah, that's it. All right, so, hey, that's on. That's on. I just don't have, I just need to put the, what's that stuff called again? That stuff, you know, the stuff I'm talking about, coolant. I need to put coolant in. And you know what? I'm going to take the tools that I've been using, just in case, I'm gonna put them in this little pencil case. How's this? I got this, I bought a car, I think it's one of the minis I bought, and it had a pencil case full of tools in it. So I'll take those tools, everything that I've used for this job, just in case. That screwdriver, yep. Hey Tezza, yeah, I liked your video of you driving to Sydney, mate. You were in Nambucca Heads, weren't you, when you put that video on? So good to see you got down there safe, mate. Good job. Thanks for bumping in. Appreciate it, mate. Now, where is my coolant? You know, no. I'm sure I bought any more coolant. Oh, found it. I was like, where did I put it? Makes 15 litres. That's about right. Nice. Come on. Whoa. Whereabouts in Sydney are you, Tez? And, oh, mate, what are you doing for Australia Day tomorrow? I've done this a couple of times. I used to live in Sydney. I spent most of my military career posted to Sydney. And I've spent some amazing Australia Days out on Sydney Harbour, watching the ferry race, just hanging out with friends, just literally having an amazing time, getting drunk on a boat. There we go. Woo. Nice, didn't spill one single drop outside the radiator. Now, I've also got, because that's concentrate, I need to top it up with water. Once this is loaded, I'll then need to start and run the car up to temperature so the thermostat opens, and then check the level again. For those who don't know how to do it. And this engine doesn't, this engine doesn't struggle from burping. Burping is when you get like an air pocket stuck in a high point in the engine somewhere. This engine doesn't have that issue, but a bunch of newer cars do. Subarus. This is the Subaru. It's a flat 4 engine. It's nice and low and good centre of gravity, and though that, speaking of Subarus, I can hear one driving past right now. I can hear that flat 4 boxer sound. Is there a blow-off valve? Later model Subaru. It sounded nice. All right, so let's top this up. It's going to be good to have green water in this thing instead of brown. So much rust come out of this. Even having the car sit for a couple of weeks with no water in the radiator hoses, there was so much rust in the radiator hoses, the rubber radiator hoses. It was just all build-up. And it was just all like rusty slime. But once it was once it had been dried out, I was able to just sort of squeeze the rubber hose and squeeze the rubber hose, and all of the dried rusty crud just started to fall out. It was a lot. It was seriously so much. All right, radiator cap on. Let's give the big Falcon a kick in the guts, yeah? Oh, all right. Might clean the windscreen and stuff too when I set the camera up. Alrighty, where's that? That's there. All right, so I'm looking in the bottle here, and that is good. Okay, so I'm just double checking. Turn the power on the battery. Right, that's on, that's tight, that's tight. All the bolts should be tight, the fan's on, nothing's fouling. All right, let's start him up. Oh, you can never get sick of this sound. The sound of a lumpy solid cam in a V8. Now let's see if I can get around to the engine before it. There's no choke on this car. All right, let's see if I can get around before it. There we go. There we go. All right, looking. All right. Fan looks good. Fan belt's nice and straight. Alternator's spinning. There we go. Fuel pressures. What is that? Can't quite read it. Anyway, fuel pressure's good. There's a fuel pressure gauge on the fuel line, so mechanical fuel pump this one. $750 Holly, $750 double pumper. I'll check the oil as well. It's warm enough. Once it's in its heat range, it just idles like a champion. All right. Oh, why did that freeze? Let's have a look at what's going on with this camera. Feels warm, to be honest. Did it stop because it was hot? Nah, battery went flat. You're kidding me. Battery went flat. That's no good. Well, it's charging now, but I think it's charging too slow. Yeah, thanks, Tezza. I did look because I was looking at the camera and it looked like I was leaning over the bonnet, like over the engine. I was like, it looks frozen, but probably isn't, because that's where I was standing for a moment, and then, yeah. Yeah, battery's flattery. Bat flattery, yeah. I don't know why. Although I was pretty confident last time I used it, it was full. So. All right, I'm going to check the temp gauge. It's coming up. Let's listen to this. That sounds so good. One of my favourite parts of driving this car is cruising up to a red light and letting it idle at a set of traffic lights. I appreciate listening to this thing idle. You don't need to be going fast to know you've got a powerful car. All right. So I'm going to take the water with me. So I'm looking under the car. Oh, I can't see. Oh, there might be some drips. Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? I know that camera there's. Yeah, we're close there. We're close there. Might need to nip this top radiator hose up. It's got this, I'll tell you what, there's this weird thing I've never seen before where the top radiator hose goes onto the radiator. There's a mesh sock that stops big particles going into the radiator. I've never seen one before. I cleaned it out. There's a little bit in there. All right. That might be better. Check the temp gauge again. Oh, that's sitting at idle. It's sitting where it sits when I'm cruising. Oh, better check the oil pressure gauge too. It doesn't like to go straight away. Oh no, it's on. Sometimes you have to, it's like, you know you got an old car. You know you got an old car when the oil pressure gauge doesn't work and you bang the dashboard and it works. You know you got an old car. Proud old car owner. All right, hopefully this top radiator hose is now tight enough. I tell you what, good quality hose clamps are so important. So important. Right, the other thing is too, now that everything's getting a bit hot, just nipping everything back up again with the expansion and contraction. Nip up all these hose clamp. Oh yeah. Yeah. All right, so there is some droppage on the ground, but I did spill a little bit of water before, a little bit. Alright, so I'll wipe that up and then we'll see how we go. Another radiator story in an XD. That my third XD was a 302. Was an automatic. It was a 3-speed auto Fairmont gear. It was a Fairmont gear. Had electric windows, power steering. It would have had air conditioning at some stage. I don't think it worked. Anyway. Top up. Here it is. Top this up. It has dropped. I'd say the thermostat's open. It has dropped. So we'll top it up. Anyway, so I bought this Fairmont gear, XD Fairmont gear, I think it was an 81. I had it for a little while and then I got posted from Sydney to Brisbane and I drove it from Sydney to Brisbane and it had a leaky radiator. It had a little pinhole leak in the radiator and I had to stop at every town, top up the radiator and top up the container of water I had And then in between towns, I had to pull over and top it up. Every time the cruise along the highway, it would stay cool until you knew the water was getting low. So then I'd pull over, top it up. I was still able to take the radiator cap off, unless it got too hot, but I was able to take the radiator cap off, top it up full of water, and then keep going and do that. I can't tell you how many times I've stopped on that trip. Mainly because I can't remember because it was so long ago. That was 1995, May 1995. I remember the exact month. May 1995. All right, you know what? I am happy. I am so happy with that right now. Oh, it's Aussie here. G'day, Aussie Baywatch. How are you, buddy? My other camera went flat, so I'm using this camera at the moment. So to catch you up, I quickly prepped the Falcon yesterday I double checked, I filled it full of water, made sure there was no leaks through the water pump or the gasket or radiator hoses, radiator, all that. Everything was good yesterday. So I've just spent the last hour or so dropping the water, putting everything back together, this time with the fan, because I didn't have the fan or the shroud on, so I tested it without putting all that on. So I put the fan, the shroud, everything on, all the radiators, and topped it up and filled it with coolant this time, not water. I've literally just heated it up, opened the thermostat, and the water level dropped a little bit, so I've topped it up, and that's where we're at. That's where you're joining us. So from here, I think I'm just going to let the engine sit for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to just check the oil level. And just in case, I do have some oil here for this car that I got with this car. I've had this car, is it 2 years now? I've had this car 2 years. Yes, I've had this car 2 years. I bought it on Father's Day, basically, just after Father's Day 2 years ago. It's not used one drop, it's not used any oil. I've not had to put any oil in it. Now, I don't drive it all the time. But I haven't had to put any oil in it, so we'll just let the oil drain. I have a relatively clean rag here. Relatively clean rag for checking the oil level. Ha ha ha. And the oil's, it's not even black. It's still retaining some of its original colour and opaqueness. How's that for a word? Word of the day, opaqueness. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's check the level. Don't want to drip any oil on the laptop, but I'm looking at the full mark, and it is still at the full mark. This engine is so good. 500 horsepower. This thing brakes so dangerous to drive in the wet. I have had it on the racetrack where the oil was blowing out of the dipstick, revving it to 7,000 RPM. You know what I'm thinking? I'm so hot and sweaty right now. It is so hot here, right? I might actually have a quick shower before we go. I'm not going to stop the stream. I'll actually just trying to work out how to, I'll just play some music, right? I'll play some music whilst, it'll be a quick shower, but I'm almost ready for it. Almost ready for it. All right, I'm going to top this water up. And no, I'm not going to take the bloody microphone into the shower. Not like the SARGE's loo review when I'm out on the road. SARGE's loo review. All right, so there we go. Water is topped up. That can go. Oh, I'll put it in here. Oh, I keep forgetting which door handles work and which ones don't work. Oh, this car is so Australian. Old school. All right. Okay. Okay, might shut that. Shut the door, just open. Oh, actually, so I do have my Starlink here. I'm going to take it with me, but I'm not going to use it today. Let's use the 5G. Let's see if we can get up the coast with the 5G. All right, that can go there. Actually, you know what the best part about having a car, having an XD, XE Falcon, is when the door handles break, thieves can't get in the car either. Seriously. I got one more. There's one more thing. Actually, I wind the windows down. I can open the door. Should have done that on that side too. So now I can just reach in and open the door. I'd leave the doors open, but it will flatten the battery. You know what I mean. Come on. There we go. Thing is, I've got about 10, actually probably 15 brand new door handles for this car that I bought off a guy that just happened to have them. They come as a package deal with the bus that I bought a couple of years ago that I don't have anymore. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna shut the bonnet. Oh yeah, no, I've checked the oil, that's good. Battery, good. Oh, you know what? I am gonna do the windscreen washer bottle. Actually, I don't know, I think it leaks. Actually, it does leak, doesn't it? I know where it's going to leak from. Oh, ooh. Maybe it doesn't leak because the water just came out. I'll put some in. I'll see if it holds the water. All right. I'll put a couple of songs on and we'll just stay live. So if you need to go and get some food or a coffee or whatever, go to the bathroom. Well, that's where I'm going. Yes. Now, let's see. Yeah, it's leaking. So it'll hold a little bit of water. I think it's leaking through the grommet where the motor sits in. That's okay. Just a little bit of water, no biggie. No biggie. All right, I am going to be super quick, team. And whilst I'm there, what's that cable doing?
Wearing something. Said face fuchsia tongue out hand purple blue piece.
I've got a
JNR. Said beer o'clock it is.
beer o'clock. It's going to plug this microphone in so it can charge. Oh, actually, I'll turn it off. Oh, not just yet. Where is this? There it is. Plug this into the laptop so I can charge. All right, I'm just going to turn this microphone off. I'm going to, Gertrude, look, you should still be able to hear Gertrude as well as, actually, can you hear Gertrude? I wasn't sure if you can. Have you been able to hear Gertrude? Junior. Baz. Not sure. Anyway, if you can, cool. I'm just going to turn this microphone off for a bit and play. How do I do this? I might start from this side. Actually, yeah, I'll start from here. Go play. Gonna go play. Like open. There we go. There we go. Go Gertie. All right, I'll try and make sure Gertie works when I get back from the shower. All right, we'll be going soon. Cheers. I might muck. Oh.
Go in the distance.
Yes.
Go in the distance. Go in the distance. Go in the distance. distance. Going a distance. Going a distance. Going a distance.
Lights flash, teeth clenched, heartbeat like a war drum. Pressure rising, no regrets. I was built for this moment. Fuel in my veins tonight. Eyes locked, I don't blink. If fear burns in the fire, I don't think I'll move. I try. Foot now, lock it in, count it down, let it rip. I'm alive, overdrive, pushing past the red line. No surrender, no retreat. This is power, this is me. I'm alive, overdrive, breaking traction, breaking time. Engine revs, feel the sound. I don't fight, I go like hell.
There's a point at 7,000 RPM where everything fades. The machine becomes weightless. All that's left is a body moving through space and time. It asks you a question. Who are you?
Hands on, feel it climb. Hold tight, this is mine. I'm alive, overdrive, driving through the line. No chains, no control. I was born for this road. I'm alive, overdrive, 7,000 RPM. Finish strong, feel the ground. This is me, hear the sound.
Going the distance.